close by.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to a new video. Today I want to talk about 2022, but before we do that, I just want to say 2021 has been a mammoth year for Sea of Thieves, and it has been a mammoth year for me. Thank you guys so much for supporting me over on Twitch. Thank you guys so much for supporting me here on YouTube. Now, Sea of Thieves has been mammoth in 2021. I believe it's been the biggest year we've ever seen for this game, and because of that, I can only expect 2022 is going to be major. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my opinions and speculations for what's to come in 2022. As this video is just my opinion and it is only speculations, I'm going to disclaim right now, do not take everything I say as a gospel. These are thoughts, these are ideas, they are nothing more, and they are nothing less. Let's get into it. Now, to get an idea about 2022, I feel like it's important to talk about what's happened in 2021. Of course, we started off 2021 with some massive updates like Seasons, and then a little bit later we had the Pirate's Life Tall Tale expansion, and towards the end of 2021 we seen quality of life improvements in Seasons. So obviously it's going to be safe to say that we're going to see more seasons coming out into the next year. So of course Season 6 to Season 10. That will be throughout 2022 if they keep the exact same schedule that they've kept now. And there's going to be a bunch of new stuff that we're going to see with that. So starting off with the obvious one that's not going to be a surprise to anyone, for 2022, obviously we're going to see Season 6 to Season 10. This is going to be the second phase of the season rollout, and we do remember that in 2021, Season 1 rolled out on the 28th of January, I believe. So I feel like Season 6 is going to start on the 28th of January of 2022, and I'm sure we're going to expect to see similar dates that we've seen this year carry on to next year as well. So this is the part we start to travel into unknown waters, pun intended, right? Is through the start of 2021, we've seen a lot of things like improvements to the world, shrines, Fort of Fortune, etc., etc. Towards the end of 2020-21, though, is when we started to see the shift of quality of life improvements, and I feel like that holds the key of what we're going to find in 2022. So, of course, we've seen a lot of expansion to the Merchant Alliance in 2021. I feel like in 2022, they're going to start shifting those expansions out to other companies, right? It's possible we're going to see something like a level cap increase. Maybe instead of 75 for the 3 main factions, it's going to be up to 100, and Athena, we can start to see it at like 30 or 50. I don't think we're going to have the new wave, I suppose, of content updates and be forced to do things without getting a reward for it. It seems almost pointless for them to add game expansions like, you know, we had cargo runs and various other things that have come out without releasing the level cap. So one of the big things of 2022, I feel, is going to be a level cap increase, likely to 100 for the main factions and about 50 for Athena's rep. And of course, because of this as well, we're going to see new missions for the Gold Hoarders, the Order of Souls, and of course the Athena emissaries. Now, we haven't had many things added to the Athena emissary at all throughout 2021. There was almost no change. Nothing's really happened. Sure, you could argue and say, oh, there was a Fort of Fortune release, which was another way to give you more Athenas, but that wasn't actually an advancement or I suppose a update to Athena. So I feel like we're going to see some more Pirate Legend and Athena based improvements, right, through 2022. I feel like it's likely to assume we're going to see maybe a new world event that's specifically Athena based, or even a new voyage altogether, because as of the moment we only have the normal Athena missions and the Thieves Haven runs, which is a little bit lackluster for choice. With the new mechanics that they've implemented into the game and with the new world events, I feel like we can totally find ourselves going into shrines, right, for Athena items. That would be really cool. So new Athena missions is definitely high up there on my thoughts of what's going to come into 2022. With that as well, I feel like we're going to see some of the newer features get migrated into some of the older features, right? A couple things come to mind when I say that. The first thing that comes to mind is adding the new phantoms that we've seen from the Tall Tale updates into things like forts, skeleton fleets, and a bunch of other world events we come across. Also, Order of Souls missions too, right? I feel like it would be great to see that those phantoms have a use outside of just the Tall Tales and just lore, and I feel like we're going to see that in 2022. Another cool thing worth noting that I feel like is going to be a major point of 2022 is we now know that you can successfully merge two different servers / realms. We've seen that with the Tulteo release. So I feel like we're going to be branching out into new areas that may be specifically made for missions. You know, I feel like finding us go through one of the Disney portals or the Sea of the Damned portals to take us to a different section of a new world for a mission is something that might be likely moving forward too. We know it successfully works, we know it effectively works, and I feel like it would be narrow-minded to not open ourselves to the possibility of expanding on that mechanic that has been successfully brought into the game so smoothly. And the final thing that I think we're going to see in 2022 is a fix-up / a revamp to what I'm going to label as the bonus factions, you know, the Hunters Cool and, of course, the Sea Dogs. The Hunters Cool faction has no real use to it, right? You can level up, you can get some cool cosmetics. There's no missions for it. The only way you can get them is by fishing, which is cool. But you did see that in 2020-21, we've seen fishing missions be added into the game. So I feel like the Hunters Cool are going to start rolling out missions that you can do that will have specific cool cosmetics locked behind it, like every other faction we've already seen in the game. So an update to factions, specifically within Hunters Cool, is something that I feel like is going to be likely this year. On that same vein as well, maybe seeing the Sea Dogs come back into the world is going to be great. As you know, the Sea Dogs is a faction that you can only get through Arena, which has been discontinued, unfortunately. So I feel like seeing the Sea Dogs / Arena move into Adventure isn't exactly off the table either. Actually, one last bonus thing that I completely forgot to talk about, but I picked it up in editing, so thankfully I'm here to talk to you about it now. The captaincy update. If you know what the captaincy update is, you're sort of just like, give it to me now. You've been promising it since 2018 and we haven't seen it. And if you have no idea what the captaincy update is, don't worry about it. Do some Googling. It's a long line of promises that have never been fulfilled. Will we see the captaincy update in 2020-22? I feel like this is the year we're going to do it. If they're going to update the Athena faction and they're going to boost those reputations to 100, like I said in the video, I feel like this is the year we're going to see the captaincy update. Nevertheless, though, what do you guys think? I want you to tell me down below what you think is going to be coming in 2020-22. If you did enjoy the video and you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Much love, everyone. Have a great new year. Enjoy yourself, and let's get excited for 2020-22. Goodbye for now. And I'll talk to you all real soon.